Hello everyone, welcome to the Core 21 Early Access Streamer event. Today I'm going to be playing some Standard. Don't know how long I'm going to play, that depends how it all goes really. I'm going to figure out why I'm so close to my frame, but we'll do that as we go. I'm going to start off with some Mono Blue Mill. This is something I saw when we saw Teferi's tutelage spoiled. It's very similar to Sphinx's tutelage from years gone by, but giving you the loot is part of the card. Goes quite nicely. So we've got Drowned Secrets, which is whenever you cast a blue spell, target player mills 2 cards. We've got some Secret Keepers, we've got some Apprentices, we've got Folio of Fancies, we've got Vantress Gargoyle, Wall of Lost Thoughts. We've got quite a lot of an engine there. We've also got Jace, which can help mill our opponent. We've got some castles, and we've got some blast zones to help us interact and help us not flood out too badly. So threw this together pretty quickly, so I imagine it's not going to work particularly well. But let's see. Let us see, and let me figure out why my face is so close to it. Yeah, this hand's great. You get to go Drowned Secrets. I guess, yeah, I'm not sure what we're actually leading on here. We could lead on Vantress Gargoyle, start getting our milling with this. We could lead on Drowned Secrets, just so we can actually start getting our mills. I think now that that's drawn, I think I'm leading on the Vantress Gargoyle. Vantress Gargoyle is a 5/4 blocker. In the early game, so this card's great, real good. Agonizing Remorse, bye bye tutelage. So we can mill with this.
We'll make this look easy. It's a matter of give and take.
That's them. 7 cards in the graveyard, so we'll be able to attack the Vantress Gargoyle next turn. Sweet. Okay. Okay. Let's start by milling them.
It's always
well. Secret Keeper. They've got 40 cards, so we can mill them for 6 here. Now we have to play out Folio. Mill them for another 2. Get another Folio, mill them for another 2. I'm assuming that their win con is literally just playing Period of the Abyss, assuming that's what they went and found. So we are on a clock here. At least we're going to be killing them reasonably quickly. I'm going to kill my thing. That's rude. guess at this point we probably just want to be making, like, we could mill them for 8 here. Is that good enough? I guess if we stop on their upkeep, we mill them for 10, and then we kill them next turn, because we'll be able to do it again, and we've got the Secret Keeper, so... So, mill you for 5? Mill you for 5? Thing. That's better. Helps if you choose the right scene. Exile 2 cards from my graveyard. Sure, just to get an extra card out of the hand. Sure. They have 18 cards. I don't think we've got one here.
It's how you play the hand you're dealt.
Secret Keeper's a good one. They have 8 cards left. I haven't done the numbers on this, I think we're short.
I've got them all.
Oh, I did this wrong. Never mind. I think if they've got it then we lose here, but
Let's try this.
they must do. Never mind. We drew just too many of our Jaces there. So we draw half the number of cards in our library. It was close. Yeah, we kind of just flooded out a little bit too much, but that wasn't completely unreasonable against another kind of memes, so. I don't pretend to mute actual audio. I would like to hear what's going on. Cool, this hand's great. Would love to play against something slightly more aggressive so that our like gargoyles and secret keepers are slightly more relevant. I think because we don't have any 3s, I can just hold this. Get the extra mill from drowned secrets. So we're going to get a whole heap of mills over the next few turns. I'm going to seize, sure. want to keep one land, don't think we need two. Gargoyle into play. Gargoyle can attack next turn, which is nice. Gargoyle can get in there. That means Gargoyle can attack.
Are they your weapons? Decisions.
The Frantic Inventory being a divination is nice. Don't know how often that will ever come up, but.
This will come in handy.
Let's mill you for 6. Let's mill you for 6. Let's cast. Let's mill them. If we hit a land drop, we can play Folio. And if we don't, we can play Secret Keeper. But we did, so we can take Folio out. They've got a whole heap of cards in hand, so this thing milling them is going to be irrelevant. So, Ragu, thank you for the follow. So their tutelage here will let them make a Kraken, but that doesn't really matter here. They've only got 15 cards left in deck. Yeah, you keep going. Resolve that whole stuff. Hello. Have a million cards in hand, so we'll be able to mill them for 7 with the Folio, 2 with the Jace, and then whatever we rip off the top. Wonderful. So let's mill them.
It's a matter of give and take.
Mill them. Mill them. Mill them for 7. Sweet. We managed to do the thing. Sweet memes are made of these. Cool. Onwards. That was louder than I thought it would be. My apologies all. I'm just going to be live for this one deck, and then I'm going to come back in about an hour and a half after I'm finished that. I need to go and stuff like that. So, slightly disrupted, but I'm sure you will go and find some other people to talk in the meantime. And for those on YouTube, it's not going to impact you at all. I think we're finding both of those actually. So we'll play the Gargoyle out. Then I think Uro makes it slightly awkward that we're playing Mill, but at the same time, if they're playing some kind of blue-green ramp deck, then there's a chance that we can just get them because they're going to be filling their deck with Cultivates and Uros drawing them cards, Growth Spirals drawing them cards. This is my third match with the new set, so I have no opinions right now. But I guess I'm looking forward to rotation in the fall more than anything else. There's some cool cards in this set, but just kind of need to get rid of some of the older cards. So like Teferi needs to go and stuff like that for Standard to kind of be interesting again. So just need to wait a little bit longer. Let's just play Folio. I don't really want to mill them, so if they grow Spiral here, then it would mean they would get to escape the Uro, and I don't really want that to happen immediately. So let's get to play Folio. We'll get to mill them with the Gargoyle end of their turn. And if they play a spell, then it means we can actually attack with the Gargoyle. Guess we can play Wall and just attack with it anyway. Okay, that's interesting. That means that they can't Uro with the mana they've got. They have 4 cards in the yard. Try and resolve Jace.
I'm always a step ahead. Decisions.
Yep. So they're kind of doing our job for us here to an extent, so assuming they're not just like ramping into Dugan. I guess we can actually attack with the Gargoyle now too. Last one on 2 is kind of awkward, but they might just blow it here because I've got the Gargoyle and the Folio. Mill them.
Let's think this one.
Got another hero. They've got 5 cards in hand. Do I want to I don't, like now they've got the Euro in play. We're definitely not winning through combat. We're gonna have to mill them out, because they're just gonna gain. We don't have removal spells, so they're just gonna gain 3 life every turn by attacking. So. Question is, do we actually want to play out the Drowned Secrets or not? And I'm not sure we do. Because then it just gives them this Blast Zone on 2 is just going to, next turn, we'd just be able to kill our Folio, our Vantress Gargoyle, and our Drowned Secrets. So I think I'm just supposed to play Wall. Mill them for 4. Mill them for 4, and then I think I'm just supposed to Folio in their turn. And then I've got Drowned Secrets and Secret Keeper next turn. So we'll put a stop in their upkeep, and we will mill them for 6 cards. So they mill 6 cards off the top. Your Best the Sea Gods is an interesting one. So we will chump with the Wall, because again the Blast Zone on 2 is likely to blow up all our 2s at some point. Whereas this is a 1-drop, so it doesn't die to the Blast Zone. Junk. Eugene, the Spirit Dragon, yep. They've got 26 cards. Really awkward that this doesn't. I don't get the
momentary setback.
You are too dangerous to roam free.
Awkward that our artifacts are also blue. Ugin will be a good card in Standard. It was a really good card last time. It was in Standard and Fate Reforged. A really interesting card to build around because you could just kind of do anything with it. So I remember playing it in like a blue-black control deck and just being that as my win condition. And I have like nothing going on here, so I'm actually just gonna throw my Drowned Secrets at them and try and get as much mill as I can before they try and mill us or like bolt us out. Like Ugin will deal with us very quickly. So Ugin's probably gonna -2 here. Get rid of both of these. Straight upstairs. That's
Not
interesting.
ignore my draconic talent.
Another. That one going upstairs?
The
That one going down.
axiomatic structure of reality.
That's a weird sequence. I think about Nugan on a lot more loyalty there, but never mind.
Return to the essence.
That is your prerogative, opponent. Right, let's see what we can find. Those are two very good ones. I think I've got to keep both of those. They've got 16 cards left. 15 cards left. So it's not going to take much to get them from here, I don't think. You have to obviously not die in the meantime, but I think that's them through all of their Ugins. Yes, through all of their Ugins. So they are in theory, bolt me, puts me to 11, attack with this puts me to 5. So they're a couple of turns away from actually killing me. So we lead on the tutelage. And then we will mill them. This is going to mill them for 4, so they'll have 7 cards left.
How you play that hand.
That's a good one. I guess this Ugin kind of has to go down, go -4. If it goes -4, then they lose their creatures. Which then means the tutelage might be enough. Like if we draw another good one off the top. I guess we get 2 draw steps at a good one as well. And then if they don't deal with the Jace, then I guess they have the option of... That's an odd thing. I'd have thought they'd put it... Never mind. They could attack the Jace, hit me for 1, shoot me for 3, puts me to 10. But then I still have the tutelage in play. I think they're kind of priced into minusing the Ugin for 4. Oh, they have to draw a card to Judo as well. So they're down to 5 cards in the library. Plus the -4, yeah.
Fortunately, I won't have to remember this.
Your best Sea God is a pretty good follow-up. Okay, so we have a lot of live draws here. Can we find any? That is not one, unfortunately. That was really close. Again, we just kind of... Maybe we're just running too many lands for what we're trying to do here. Maybe we should tweak it. Because that's a couple of times we've just flooded out. Let's see if there's anything else we can kind of put in that would... Maybe we just don't need these blast zones. Is there any other like cheap cantrips that do similar things? Or anything that mills our opponent, I guess. Let's just see if there's anything. I just want cheaper spells, really. We do not have enough enchantments for that. It doesn't look like there's anything that would be really better. So I guess the only thing that we probably want to put in is the unsummon, unsubstantiate. Because then that at least lets us bounce some creatures. I guess we're playing it unsubstantiate, we're literally better just playing Brazen Border, aren't we? Then that's just bouncing a thing. It doesn't bounce the spell, but like how often is the spell actually going to matter? Let's go with that and see if we fare any better. Hopefully that means that we just hit the kind of the peak velocity of lands versus spells, but I guess we'll see how we get on. Sweet. We milled a Narcomoeba, that's rude. Exceptionally rude. We got our 4 lands. We don't really need any more lands in this game, so okay, they're doing something similar to us. So they're trying to mill themselves, so this will be an interesting game to see quite how quickly one of us can do the thing we're trying to do. I don't think we need the Jace here. We've got, obviously with our second tutelage, we get to go tutelage into Apprentice or Opt and start to do the thing quite a lot. If they're trying to mill themselves, like this just isn't going to end well for them, so like they might hit some more Narcomoebas or some more the one that drains you for 3, but I don't think that's really going to help them in the long run, so see what happens. I don't need the folio. Mill them for 4. Creeping chills, yeah, there we go. So our life total is exceptionally lower than it looks, because there's another 2 of those in the deck, in theory. So I guess we're best just opting here. Get to mill them for 6. Set up our draw for the next turn. Oh, they have Phoenixes as well. Okay. So they're just blue-black Phoenix. Okay, so they might, if they draw 3rd land, there's chances of them being able to flip some Phoenixes into play, which would be kind of scary, but hopefully we have just enough velocity to get over the line. Okay, they figured out they need to mill me. Probably can't put any cards into the graveyard either with their surveils. Okay, they found an Narcomoeba, so they decided to want that. So they have 24 cards. we can't block with this Vantress Gargoyle, but we only need to untap to win, really. So as long as they can't flip the Phoenix into play, we should be okay. But I guess now that they've got that many lands, there's a reasonable chance of them being able to do that. They've got things like Cling to Dust that will help them do that too. When we cast three spells. Number one. I guess they just need to target themselves here as well. They found number 2. So if they can... If they've got one more spell, we're dead. But we do need to have the other spell. Chances of them having it are exceptionally high, but... they milled the maximize velocity. Brutal. And they still had the 2 creeping chills left in their deck as well. Yikes. I assumed that at least one of those was in their hand, seeing as we hadn't hit it, but it was actually just the bottom cards of their deck. Well, that's kind of unfortunate. Right, let's go again. Yeah, this hand seems good. Can set up some scries, figure out our draw. Don't want the wall, but we'll take the land. Interesting. Good thing about playing a deck like this is that you can usually figure out what is actually going on over there. Guess I'm just in for discarding the land. Rada's an interesting card. Guess they're just playing lands. For some more. All of their lands are 5. So let's actually capture mana. Find a land off the top. Access to 3 mana here. That's probably a mistake. Seeing as they're playing Dread Presence, like they don't need to fetch there to cast a spell, so I feel like that's potentially wrong. Obviously don't know the exactly out of their hand, but being able to hold that to get a Dread Presence trigger later is potentially beneficial. Okay, so do we want to start trying to get this folio going? Because obviously that triggers the tutelage as well. They're halfway through their deck. I think we mill them for 4 here. Play this one out. And then we'll draw a card with the folio. I think is reasonable here, because we can't block with this anyway. So and we're probably not attacking here. Like we're enough through their deck that we just kind of need to survive. So yeah. Ugins. God, all these people with their Ugins. Stop it. Right, we will opt. Don't think I want an apprentice here. I'm getting an apprentice anyway. Jace. Jace is a good one. Guess we can keep the land as well. Play out the wall. Like blockers for days is good here, so just need to not die to an accidental Eugene, so it might just be like a miser's Ugin anyway. Seem to be like trying to use Bolus as Citadel to kind of just keep going, but try and burn me out, dude. And this is the reason why I think the attracting Fable Passage earlier was wrong, because depending on the number of basics that they've milled and everything, obviously, but being able to get an extra trigger off of these, so if they fetch here, they get to use the Dread Presence trigger again, so it just gets them an extra trigger, gets them closer to doing it, so either burning me out or drawing cards. Either way, it's pretty good. So, like if they have 2 basics left in their deck here, then using that Fabled Passage wasn't necessarily correct. I guess they already took the basic out of their deck. You get what I mean. Them being able to have dealt me 2 extra damage here might actually be the difference. They've got 8 cards in deck. We're going to mill them for 2. Then we're going to play this, mill them for 2, mill them for another 2. Yeah, that's kind of inconvenient. Just get the -2 and get rid of all my
An
stuff.
opportunity to act
And then
rashly
kill me.
is the chance.
No, okay, they -3. Sure. Sure. You -3 opponent.
Reality is unwritten.
Manipulation of the mind. Let's try this.
Why are they -3 there, not -2? -2 just exiled their goose and my entire board. I had no 3-drops at all. I guess apart from the tutelage, but with the tutelage, was it worth them throwing away both of their dryads and their Rada to get rid of that? Okay, maybe it was. Maybe it was. Maybe it was. I still think you need to kind of go for the aggressive line there. Like, you're probably not winning if I have anything else. So maybe just -2, leave me with just that. Mills them. So not knowing what I have, they would be at 5 cards in library with the known information they had. So they would have milled another 2 cards. They'd beat 3 cards in library, but they would have those 3 cards in play and would probably win the game from there. Like, they're probably going to struggle to get there from here. Like, they've got no way of really pushing through without trading off the Ugin, and trading off the Ugin would exile the Dread Presence as well. Yeah.
I'll plan better next time.
So we have 5 cards left in the deck.
Return to the essence. Strive for balance. I will destroy if I must.
Ugin just going to be the fun police for the next year. I feel like Ugin's just going to be the fun police for the next year.
Do not ignore my draconic talents.
What are we drawing to? We'll get to mill them with the gargoyle. So we get to mill them with the gargoyle, which I guess this isn't actually achieving anything at all here, so let's just draw a card. Okay, we weren't doing anything anyway. I'd have drawn a Jace. Jace still didn't got there. Really close, and we're just getting brutalized by Ugin. Didn't think so many people would just be going straight to Ugin decks, but let's give this one more go, and then I'm going to call it for just now, and I'll go and find some better decks for later on to try. That sounds fine. We get to attack with the gargoyle on turn 3, so engage aggressive mode. Okay, that's not telling us an awful lot about what's going on, but I'm okay with milling those knights because they're very good against us. Killed my gargoyle. Let's just put the shields up. Also, sure. Sure. Brazen Borderer might actually be really good here, just being able to bounce the thing. Let's get a counter. Serpent. Serpent, that's whenever a creature you control leaves the battlefield. Okay. But I guess we potentially just get to cheat here with this Brazen Borderer if they don't make the right moves in combat. It's like don't care, take 2. Bounce the Serpent. Okay, that was quick. One more. Some nice audio bugs there. Love Arena. Perfect product. Hashtag sponsored. Come on, opponents, come and get milled. Yeah, sounds great. Apprentice gets to set up the draw, then we've got Drowned Secrets, which will help us attack the mill. And then we've got a Tutelage too, sweet. I've come in for both of those actually. bottle are going to be reasonable interaction, potentially stop our Love Beast coming for us. Anyway, but they have all the 1/1s. So we can take 5 here. Hopefully they don't run another questing beast. Yeah, I don't think we want the Brazen Borrower there. It's just going to be a bit too slow, I think. Secret Heat, however, is a good one. So that's going to mill for a whole heat. The card, Gaddock's Harbinger. Sure. So I think this turn I'm just wanting to bounce the Lovestruck Beast, am I? Is that true? No, I guess I'm just playing the Secret Heat, right? But I've still got more mills in me with this off. And then I've got Brazen Borrower to bounce the Lovestruck Beast next turn. Another Murderous Rider. Brutal. That might be good enough, so I'm going to keep it. Obviously need a lot of things to go our way here, but Drown Secret into Drown Secret, bounce the... Needed them to just have nothing there, but... yeah, we died. Cool. That's the end of this set, so thank you very much everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed seeing something a little bit interesting. Not interesting at all, I'm lying to you. I might be back later on, I don't know. I've yet to see anything that I actually want to play in this format, but the link to this deck will be down in the description below if you feel like trying it out. As I say, I might be back later on, but we'll see. Thank you for watching, we'll catch you next time.